everyone. Um, I'm working on my third painting, and actually, this painting I started years ago, and I left it undone. And I have another painting that also left it undone, but this was the older undone picture, and I felt the Holy Spirit asking me to tie up all my loose ends, finish all the things that I put off. And so I started on this specific painting. So what I had earlier was just these round, I wanted to say molecules, and my point at the time when I painted this was to say that the universe was completely connected, and they're up in the sky, and they're all connected to each other in all these ways, and things are happening in them, bubbles are forming, ideas and concepts and new creations are forming. And this is humanity coming out of the mud like a lotus. Out of the mud comes a lotus. So it's like this is us, and we are bubbling and coming out of the ground, out of the darkness, to join our family in heaven and in the universe. So that was kind of the backstory of this painting, but I wanted to make these guys translucent, and I wanted to make them fluid. And I think it was my first couple of paintings that I did, maybe the second one, using acrylics. So I didn't know what other ways to make the paint look translucent. And I've been looking up online, researching, and I found something that does the trick. But that means I have to go buy more paint, which I already have a bunch of paint that I haven't used, and they're kind of drying up, and I really want to use them. So I'm debating on whether I need to put more money into buying new paint when I already have some. Actually, I already bought some today, but it's because I have this other idea that I wanted to paint. So the point is that this painting inspired me many, many years ago, but when I picked this up this time as my third painting, because when the first two that I did with the lion and the lamb, they were done really quickly. I have to say, like within a week and a half, each got finished. Started like a week and a half, and I didn't work every day, but they were finished within a week and a half. And the second one, actually, I finished, I think, within a week. And this one, I'm just kind of stumped, because I added these things. So God had said to a man who visited him, who went to heaven, died for 5 hours, and went to heaven, talked to Jesus. And Jesus told him that he can do no wrong, that he cannot fail coming back to finish his work here. And so I adopted that model, and I said, okay, if Jesus says that I cannot fail, because I got to hear that, so I figured that means it was a message for me as well. And if I cannot fail, then let me just play with this painting. And I have the freedom to just do whatever. So I added the pink, which wasn't there before. It was just the red and the dark brown and this a little bit moody. So you got the, the little bit of eggplant, and you got this beautiful tan. It was like a more of a mature painting, and then I wanted to bring how I feel now into this. So I brought I made this redder, brighter red instead of orange, and the pinks and the blues. I brought in the blues, and then whitened this out because this originally was all like this color, around this color, I think, this color. And I just wanted to bring something that I can't quite understand into this picture. And I don't know where I'm going with this picture anymore, because that original intent is no longer inspirational to me. That backstory is not inspirational. I mean, I cannot feel, I mean, so I'm stumped, and I just started to look up techniques instead of the intention behind what I'm trying to say, or what's the purpose of this painting. And I feel that I don't have a purpose for this painting, and because I don't have a purpose, it was really hard to want to get up and start painting in the morning. It was really hard. I didn't feel motivated because I didn't have a vision for where this is going. I didn't know. I didn't feel inspired by the old story anymore. I mean, not that it's not true, but it just doesn't ring. I don't feel it in my heart. And then if I'm just making shapes and colors, I mean, I've seen people do that online, and they do a great job with just shapes and colors, but that's not really what I want to do. And I wanted the story to ring true with my being. But right now, every video that I do, I ask the Holy Spirit if this is what He wants, if this is what the Holy Spirit would like, if I made a video. And I actually came on not really knowing or wanting to reveal this half-done picture that I'm not sure where it's going, and I am not feeling confident about this picture, because I feel that these lines are all like this whole feeling with that this was going with. It's so different from these feelings that I had originally planned out for this painting. And when I introduced this, it's like throwing a wrench in here. And before, the colors are beautiful, but then they started draining out, and finally, at the end, it's like you just get these blobs. And so, but it gave me ideas like, okay, so I'm going to play with it. So every time we learn something new that we're not comfortable with, I'm not sure about, we slow down, and then we have to get all the techniques or documents, just so our head just sift through new information, and then you just have to kind of be more quiet to receive and to get what this painting is about, and renewing of a story of what this painting was trying to say. But I'm curious also to what's going to happen to this painting. And there's a part of me that wants to start on another painting because, I started looking up techniques, and although there's beautiful techniques out there, I feel that I don't want my painting to not come from my heart. I don't want it to just be about beautiful lines and technique, and it has to have a story, and it has to touch me on a deeper level, even if it might not mean that deep to other people, but it has to mean something to me if I'm going to share it. And so I'm kind of curious what this is going to turn out to be, because it's like letting go of the rings and saying, Holy Spirit, you show me, Okay, well, I'm going to keep working on this painting. Thanks for watching. Laters.